This episode of Like It or Not is sponsored by CH Peptides, a trusted source for high-quality research peptides like tirzepatide, BPC157, and IGF-1LR3. With fast shipping, consistent purity, and top-tier service, CH Peptides keep things simple and reliable. Want to learn more or book an appointment? Just call or text 707-380-6411. Tell them your boys from Like It or Not sent you, and you get 15% off your order. You can also order at chpeptides.com and enter Like It or Not at checkout for 15% off your order. So do not delay. Call today. That's CH Peptides. Products are for research use only, not intended for human or animal use. Complete Health Peptides makes no claims or promises regarding the effects of any product. Boys and girls, this episode of the podcast is sponsored by The Thirsty Axe. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for an amazing venue to host your holiday party, look no further. The Thirsty Axe is the place for you. With a beautiful lounge area upstairs, pool tables, axe throwing lanes, wonderful drink specials, and your private karaoke stage, you can host the party of the year for your business or your friends and family at the Thirsty Axe. If not, and you want to just go and have a good time, every Wednesday night is trivia night and every Thursday is karaoke night. So check them out, thirstyaxe.com, for everything they offer and their online calendar of what's coming up. The holiday season is upon us. Have you been wondering what to get your dad, what to get your husband, what to get that man in your life that deserves the world? Well, look no further, ladies and gentlemen, than DC Customs. They have a wide variety of things that are amazing for all sorts of different vehicles. Spray and bed liners, custom lift kits, suspension, drive lines, wheels and tires, accessories galore. They have an interactive garage, so you can go on their website at dccustoms.net, choose your husband's vehicle, and customize it online to see if that's the perfect fit for you. Or you can just go down there. DC Customs is located at 3301 North State Street in Ukiah. Go talk to their awesome staff. They can help you out and find the perfect gift for that special someone in your life. Or give them a call, 707-463-2227. Don't delay. Go and get in there today. DC Customs. The team down at Thompson Construction wants to wish everyone a happy holidays, and they want to do so by offering a free quote for any of their services. Give them a call today, 707-391-7679, or visit ktompsonconstruction.com. No job is too big or too small for these guys. They offer site development, septic systems, underground construction, and much more. They're a one-stop shop for all your construction needs. Whether it's big or small, Kyle Thompson Construction does it all. So give them a call, visit their website, and plan your project today. My name is Carter Lane.
I'm Drew Nickel.
Welcome to the show.
Whether you like it or not.
Oh my God. I think you have a problem, bro.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my goodness.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to Like It or Not. I'm Carter Lane. Drew couldn't be with us tonight. He had to go have emergency hemorrhoid surgery. And so he'll be out. Hopefully he'll be back next week. But we want to just ask that you keep him in your thoughts and prayers, that surgery goes well. He should recover quickly. He might have to sit on one of those donuts for a while when he returns. So let's try to keep the comments and making fun of him to a minimum. But we wish him the best. And here with me, not as always, but as sometimes, is the great and powerful Mr. Evan Gaustad.
Thank you so much. It's extra important to be able to step in during Drew's time of hemorrhoid need.
Right.
Yeah.
That
makes this more meaningful.
I don't know if you've had hemorrhoid surgery yourself.
No.
Neither have I.
Uh-huh.
But I heard it's a hell of a time.
I think there's nobody better to walk through that fire and then tell us about it. And yeah, that's right.
I 100% agree with you. I would volunteer him for that surgery out of anybody else any day.
I think we would all vote him into that position for sure.
Yeah. In fact, if you think that Drew should have hemorrhoid surgery in real life, please comment. And
what?
Tell us.
No.
What's up, my dude?
Oh, buddy, thanks for having me.
Dude, thanks for coming back on.
Yeah, it's been like 4 years or something.
Yeah.
We were just coming. We were in a different world.
You're in a different little era,
and we are again. It's always life's a real fast roll down a hill, isn't it?
It's something.
Yeah. So I'm excited to be here. I love your new spot. Your spot was very different.
Thanks.
It was those years ago.
We were in the garage at my house.
Garage at your house. Drew.
Yeah, dude,
Drew's hemorrhoids were fine. Everything's changed.
Must have been a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Okay. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I was listening back to that episode a little bit today, and it was like over 2 hours long.
Yeah, we talked for way too long.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude!
My one hope is that it's just far less boring this time. I think it was all my fault. I'm sure I just rambled.
No,
but
it was. Yeah, I remember it to be great.
It was a great conversation. I love talking with you guys. But boy, shut up, Evan. You know.
That's how I feel about myself and Drew sometimes.
Well, that's why you have a podcast.
That's exactly right, dude.
Yeah.
Start a podcast with your best friend and just talk.
You're already doing it. If
Yeah.
you've got microphones, just let it roll. Yeah.
It's really cool. I'm enjoying one of the things we said on the podcast was like, we were talking about finding your passion and finding your, you were talking about your acting career and kind of redefining what your success was and kind of finding your new passion and all that stuff, and one of the things I said on there was like, oh yeah, we do this because it's fun. And like, it's still fun.
Yeah. Right.
It's really cool. Like we've started it 5 years ago. And like, we get to meet all sorts of cool people and hear all sorts of cool stories. We get to hear about what's going on in Ukiah and around here and like get involved a little bit with putting information out to the community from people. Like, it's really fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome to sustain anything at all for 5 years. There's got to be like some fun and passion to it. Like nobody's like, I got to keep doing this slog of a podcast.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I love that you guys are able to keep at it because it's starting to feel like a little cultural staple around here, which is rad.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
What are you doing with your life? What are you going to be when you grow up, Evan?
Why are you letting us all down?
Oh my gosh.
No, I am.
You have so many things going on. I cannot keep track.
I've got too many things going on. I feel like the main thing, I don't need to like recap where I was 4 years ago. The main thing I'm doing is I'm the artistic director at UPT now, Ukiah Players Theater.
Okay.
And so that is like my day job.
What does an artistic director do?
Too many things because it's community theater, so it's like everything, right? Like I walk in here and you guys have a producer, and that's crazy. That's like a person who helps you do stuff, and I am like there are a million amazing volunteers, but like I am fundraising and painting the floor and picking plays and talking with people when they have meltdowns and helping find costumers, and just like if there's anything that is theater related there, I'm doing it.
You're managing
the theater along with Crystal Cook Fisher, who her title is business director, so she's more in charge of money. And I come to her with crazy ideas, and she says, "Dial it back, you moron," and then I don't, and then we roll on. Yeah. So it's been a real cool.
You spend all the money, and she tells you what you can and can't do, and then you spend all the money.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
It was great because I just came out at a breakneck pace because there was like a panic of what do we do, and I got hired or announced in July of 2024, and there was nothing scheduled to happen until October, and it's like doing stuff is the only way we're gonna keep the doors open.
Yeah.
And so I just like panicked and started throwing stuff at the wall, and at times people got burnt out and there were frustrations, but at times it created a lot of great energy. And then we had a really great first season, which is not in any way to say like I did it, I nailed it. There were a lot of people who stepped up and had our backs, but it was kind of like the joke is like, nah, too bad we made money, so we're gonna keep doing it my way. So.
Yo, this is what you hired me for.
Yeah. I told you. It's been great though. We're doing a bunch of improv over there, which is what I've been doing at Space. I'm still there teaching a couple days a week, but
Awesome.
dialed back there a little bit because of all the time at UPT, and that's allowed for a lot of new programming. We just did 2 weekends ago. God, a week and a half ago, we did Spamilton, which was taking 5 songs from Hamilton and 5 songs from Spamalot and doing an improvised musical where we had all these people who like knew the songs, and so they were singing background, and then there was me not having a clue what I was doing but just like owning it, and we like almost sold out the second night. It was just a ball. So it's like I'm feeling inspired by people showing up for goofy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what you've always been about.
Goofy stuff, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, exactly.
I laugh because I just remember you and the Hooligans from high school, and that's what it was, right? Like improv, hella funny, hella fun, just like throwing things around, trying to make people laugh.
With like just enough work ethic.
Yeah.
Because with the Hooligans, it was Andrew Kircher who was like
Yeah.
getting stuff done and has continued throughout his life. And so like it's whoever wants to get on stage and be goofy. We do like Wednesday night improv night where anybody can show up to an open rehearsal. But then like if people want to try and put something wild up, like on this coming Saturday, we're doing our 3rd installment of Fighting Chance Live. That's improvised D&D. There's like 3 people playing D&D, and they roll the dice and things happen, and then
They
3
act
other
it
people act out what's going on. And so it's wild
so
and
rad.
it's super fun, but it's like happening because Chuck Mordock, the guy whose brainchild it is, he's like got the passion and the drive and the work ethic to make it happen. So it's like,
Dude,
it's
don't you just absolutely adore those people? Like I
More
love
than
those
anything.
people who have an idea and make it come to life.
Yeah.
And are willing to like pour their heart soul into it just because it's so fun to create something and put it out there.
Yeah, and it is so easy to have the idea and so hard to do the initial like, okay, we're gonna do it. Like the number of
Yeah.
people who are like, we should start a podcast, and then that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
Are not that different than you and Drew being like, let's do a podcast, and 5 years later, like
Totally.
making it happen.
Totally.
Because once you like break that seal, then it just opens up a world of fun. So the people willing to do that, favorite type of people.
What do you think it is that stands in the way from people executing an idea out?
So many things, but probably mostly just that fear of failure that we
Right,
all
that
have.
self-doubt or that like
right. And like, I was actually thinking about this on the way, like how you and I have had very, in a lot of ways, parallel courses without, I was doing comedy and you were doing music, but it was like, go out to be an artist, see if you can make a living doing it,
Yeah.
find an actual job that's still sort of related to that, and then handing that life experience off to people.
Yeah.
And that's sort of like what I'm doing professionally, teaching improv, is like taking all the stuff that I've done, learned, and like the greatest joys of it, and trying to get people to improv specifically. It kind of like helps you learn that failure is not that bad.
Yeah.
And so once people, I like have absolutely failed upward in my life. Like it's all just throwing shit at the wall until something sticks, or I like break the wall and see something new on the other side. But
Yeah.
it's always like through not being too worried about what's going to happen if it doesn't go right.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And what is that like? I'm just thinking out loud, but that it's got to take like self-confidence a little bit to be able to do that and fail and keep moving forward.
Yeah. But like a weird self-confidence. I think it's like, and this is part of, I didn't have like the confidence and competitive nature for sticking it out in LA.
Yeah.
But I've got a confidence in myself to pick up the pieces of a mistake and like put it together in a way like, Spamilton was mostly me making, honestly, the suggestion the second night was Outhouse, and it was an hour of pee jokes. And like, if I had written that play, no one would like it, but the audience is the one that told us Outhouse, so we got to run with it. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's like the confidence to like, I'm going to find my way. And some days will be better than others, but I get never putting all the eggs in one basket. I don't know.
Where does that come from?
I mean, for me, it's through like plenty of failure and rejection and moments of like, am I good enough? Mixed with the moments of yes, I am, or feeling validated, and then just realizing that it's all part of the same process.
Yeah. I guess having the initial like drive and motivation to do something and having that override a failure or something like that enough to like want to make you keep pushing through it. And then once you do, you gain the experience of like, oh, this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, maybe I can tweak it a little bit to like continue, but there's gotta be that like deep motivation to like want to continue to move forward.
Yeah, I think so. The motivation and also creating a lifestyle that allows for it. I mean, because we all have to make a living and not get ourselves into a position where we try so hard at one thing that if it goes wrong, it's like done forever. Yeah. So being able to like, even if you're chipping away at the thing that you want to do, doing it for 15 minutes a week, it's all like all of the cliche how to get in shape things apply to the rest of your life as well. Like 10 minutes of riding, 10 minutes on the bike, whatever it is. But like making it so you can be sort of habitual and the thing that you're after never falls all the way out of your life or is at least more than just I'm writing that novel. Yeah. I haven't started yet, but it's about, and I'm going to write you have to write a page a year at least.
Right.
Do something. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This is just ultra interesting to me because as cool as the people who follow through are, like just as many of those people, probably way more actually than those people, are the people who I wish would follow through so much because they have so much talent or so much potential or such a good idea that I'm just like, oh, I just want to do it for them. You know what I mean? Like, how can I help you to do this? Because it's so rad. Like,
totally.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you run into that a lot with kids, right? Like that you work with.
Yeah. And I definitely don't want to do the like millennial implication that like teens these days don't work hard because they do. They're all super smart. They're my favorite types of people. They're so funny. But they, finding, especially with like the ones who have navigated COVID and I mean, I don't want to think about what I would have been like with a cell phone and all the things that are on it when I was in high school, but like they're so right. They're so smart and talented and funny. And you talk about the hooligans, which was like, we didn't have an alternative, it was like oh my God, we've got a stage space. Let's do sketch comedy and improv. And we were allowed to, and it was incredible. And I'm trying to give that to these teens. Like I've got, there's a sketch troupe it's like 10 to 15 kids that come and meet at UPT every week, and it's a free class. And we filmed a few things, and like I'm gonna force them to do a sketch show at some point. But I just want them. I'm like, just like you can all film whenever. You can all make movies every day. That's crazy. Yeah. So just play a little bit less Block Blaster or whatever that game is called. Just like a little less. And again,
Roblox, dude.
Okay, whatever. I don't know. Farmer game. I'm not sure what Tetris, but they like. And again, this is not like kids are on their phones all the time. They're not smart. They're smart and they're driven and they're incredible. And I'm just like, oh, I want you to want what I want for you, just a little bit more, because I got this theater and like. Go crazy. You're all so funny.
Like, look, it's a
stage.
theater.
It's your whole thing. I just give it to you. Get on stage. Yeah. And they do. Like, I got them performing, but I think about, if I had started earlier and if I, those are the glory years, right? Like, just, we felt like rock stars getting up there and telling dumb jokes to a packed house. Yeah. It was awesome. And it's like, I want that feeling. And I saw it. I had like 8 teens in Spamilton that performed because teens know Hamilton like the back of their hands. They love that musical. And so it was really easy to get, like, I threw it out to the group and they're all like, all caps, put me in it. I need to do it. Please, God, this is what I was born for.
Yeah.
And so got him on stage, and like they got to experience that that audience reaction. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
It's cool being at this stage of our lives where we have that experience and then being able to provide as many opportunities as we can to youth, to other people to just catch some sort of a bug about it,
Yeah.
to catch that fire.
Yeah.
You know, because, dude, it takes a lot of different opportunities with different things I've noticed with teenagers to like catch on to something that they're very passionate about. Mm-hmm. Right? It's like sports aren't for everybody.
Right.
Music isn't for everybody. Acting isn't for everybody. Like school isn't for every, so like as many interventions with cool, positive things, there's got to be something in there that lights the fire in them.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
No, that's what I love improv so much. Just because it's fun. I'm just coming from 2 hours of like improvising with 12 high school kids, and they're the funny. It's the best job in the world. I just sit back and they make jokes. But like I've seen a handful, like a good group of kids over the last 10 years find improv in junior high, which is like the worst time in everyone's life, no matter who you are. And like, and get like saved by it, like find out who they are and grab hold and find their people and develop that new like confidence in comedic sensibility that was always there, but like they didn't have a place to like find out if other people liked it. And it's so great. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah. And I think my twin daughters are 14 now. Mm-hmm. And so I think that I'm thinking this way because I want them to find their passion.
Yeah, right.
And like, I want them to try every single thing. I'm like, I didn't enjoy high school that much. I was preoccupied with my own stuff. Mm-hmm. And, but I'm like telling them about high school, like, dude, there's all these different clubs and there's electives and there's all this stuff. Like, if I was to go back to high school, I'd try all of it, and I'm telling them and they're like, what, whatever, let me go back to my Roblox or whatever.
Right.
I think it's super important to be able to expose kids to all sorts of different things.
Yeah, and giving them the opportunity to find something that might be outside of the high school. Like that was, I didn't do any shows I never took an acting class at the high school because I had UPT. I like found it when I was doing summer camps there when I was a kid and started auditioning for shows, and that became, for 4 years I would go to school, do some homework, walk across the street, and like that was the place to be.
That was the place.
And it was, it wasn't like, I'm sure there were moments of pretension, like I'm gonna go perform with the adults. I'm better than the rest of you high school kids. It doesn't need to be.
I thought the same thing, except I was doing drugs with the adults.
And nobody's cooler than an adult who's doing drugs with a high schooler.
Teenager.
And look, we're both here. So.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah. Actually, that's a terrible message. Don't.
Yeah, wait. Go to Evan's place.
But I mean, it's like it's so funny, like, being early 40s and how quickly you settle into like, well, if the kids don't find a thing to do, they're going to be on the pot. And like, all the adults, we made fun of how they spoke when we were in high school, and we're like, but there's a little bit of truth. Like it's a legit fear of, we've seen people go the wrong way. So.
Totally. And especially like, I don't want to keep harping on Ukiah, but it is a rural town with very limited options compared to other places. And so it's like even more important to keep providing these opportunities for kids,
Yeah.
Like, what would you have done if you didn't have UPT? What would I have done if I didn't have the Phoenix Theater and the brewery to sneak into shows? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I was thinking recently, I'm like, we need a Scandia. We need like a place just where they can go. Like, whether they not like to play fucking mini golf or not, like, just go hang out somewhere together, I know. So
I have two, I'm of two minds with, because I totally agree in the fact that we don't have Skate City and we don't have the bowling alley. It's like, where do birthday parties happen? It's either Stars Gym, which is awesome, or Mendo Leap, which is totally awesome. But like, those were such staples and they were such great spots. And like, I'm fearful with, the weed industry went kind of belly up and wine's not doing great. And I'm like, what's the next because we're a rural county. We need something. It can't just be a new courthouse that brings in all the money.
Right.
And then at the same time, it's unreal how much, especially in the field that I'm working in, art this county has. Like, we're headed towards Ukiah Players Theater and Willits Community Theater are going to have 50th anniversaries here
cool.
in 27. Gloriana in Fort Bragg is doing their 50th season right now. Mendocino Theater Company is doing their 50th. Like, the college's theater department's thriving.
Yeah.
There's like, that's crazy.
That is really
for
cool.
a rural county like that. How much art culture exists here. So
It seems
we're
like
lucky.
there's a lot of support for the arts here.
We're lucky in that regard that like, yeah, the kids need to like grab a hold of it. We need to get them interested and give them a reason to be interested. But like, I go back to my wife's hometown in rural Maine, and there's
Not
like
the case.
one dude who's trying really hard and doing a great job getting a very small group to enjoy film, but like, that is a rural town, and 6 months out of the year nobody can leave their houses because it's too cold.
Yeah.
And like, we have a little more opportunity than other places similarly situated.
Yeah.
But we just got to like make
Which
it
is awesome.
accessible. Yeah.
I went to the high school homecoming, and I was blown away at the band.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
And then I started to like have conversations with people. I was so blown away. I was talking to everybody about it, right? Like, I'm like, oh my God, last time I went, there was like 4 kids and they're like banging cymbals, like out of tune, like, you know, and this time it was like a super impressive, like the whole homecoming was very impressive. The band was like this super professional, impressive group of a huge group of kids who are doing their marching like and formations and little dances and stuff, like all this stuff, right? And I'm like, dude, I think it's because like we got music back in the schools several years ago, and these kids started in junior high and then got to the high school, and these programs have been developing back into something like this. So it was really cool to see. I was so excited to see that.
So instrumental. It's so pun horribly intended. It's I'm gonna go.
Wow, that just got right over my head too. Did you see that? My blank stare.
I'm so sorry. You should bring somebody. You get Drew back from his surgery. But yeah, like the fact that starting during COVID, Ukiah Unified was paying tuition for kids to go to space, and like that's helped a ton of people roll
100%.
into that program. And it's just like, it's gotta be. My kids go to River Oak, and like we're not Waldorf parents. I don't really subscribe to much of that theory, but they focus on like art and creativity and stuff like that, and it's just like so important for making it easier to find a hobby later, you know, and finding something that you're good at that you wouldn't have tried otherwise.
Totally.
It's huge.
And we have a pretty big like art walk scene, you know, lots of different art galleries like in town. So like, you're right. There is a lot of support for
There's
the
a
arts,
lot.
it seems like.
It's like finding ways to get kids involved, and it's also everything just costs so much. It's like, I want to go out and do something with my kids. I'm like, I'm going to take out a loan. We'll go to the arcade for 4 minutes, and then that'll be the day. It's just like, life is expensive.
It is.
And so finding like Ukiah Unified covering tuition for kids, like that's enormous. I hope that goes
super
forever.
rad.
Yeah.
And it's still going now, right? They're
is.
still covering tuition for,
Which is crazy. And I hope it keeps up.
Totally amazing. I love to see that kind of a partnership where you don't try to duplicate services. You partner with other people who are doing similar things or what you're lacking.
Yeah.
I love that kind of partnership, especially in a small town.
Totally.
Because it's like, we need arts. Oh, here's a school of arts. Let's work with them and send our kids, you know. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
I hope that continues too.
Yeah, me too. We actually, Ukiah Players Theater, myself and Chuck Mordock, the other guy who does most of the improv, got hired by MCOE as part of it was called a classified conference, where it was like all day, it was a teacher work day. And so a bunch of paraprofessionals came in and they did like 3 other workshops that were much more education based, but then they came to us for an hour of like goofing around doing improv. And so that's a huge thing that I want for the theater, is being like hired out as a sort of a professional development service, like to create another little financial engine there.
Yeah.
And it was a blast. It was all of these adults, and some of them were like, this workshop almost made me not come. Like the idea of doing improv almost made me duck out of this. But then they all had a blast. And there was one lady in the kindest way afterwards, she's like, what was the point of this? Like, it's a great question. It's a great question. Does
anybody know?
to talk, just leave. To talk and like have fun and realize that it's okay. You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Communication is not as terrifying as we all think it is. So
Yeah.
it was great.
I get to run some groups at my work. I work as a substance abuse counselor at the rehab here in town.
Right.
And so I ran a group this morning, and at the very end of the group, I was like, okay, we're going to do a nonverbal exercise. Everybody stand up, don't say a word, and line yourself up compared to from shortest to tallest. Complete silence, And so they bumped around. These are all adults.
Yeah, right.
Bumping around, figuring that out. I'm like, okay, this next one's a little harder. Line up by shoe size. So they're doing that, bumping around, lining up by shoe size. And then it's like, okay, now this one's the hardest one. Line up by your age. And so they're figuring it out. They're like signaling to each other, and doing all this stuff. And then we sit down, and I'm like, okay, what was that about? And they came up with like all these like really cool like ideas about what that could mean, and like communication is a verbal communication is like 80% of communication, and like getting us out of our comfort zones, and like we knew much more about each other than we thought, and like all these different things. It's cool, dude.
Yeah, it's great for somebody to like recalibrate their brain in that way.
Yeah, and it's cool to like give adults a chance to act like children. There's something like really cool about that.
That's my job.
Yeah.
Literally my job.
Well, that's really cool.
It's
dude.
pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I give adults a chance.
Awesome.
I encourage adults to come act like children.
So how much harder is it to get adults to do improv than to get kids to do improv? I guess, is it harder?
It can be, for sure. I mean, it depends on the adult. And to get an adult who has never done improv and isn't super interested in it, the older people get, the more averse they are to it. That said, running a class full of 8 and 9-year-olds and like I had Alex in my class.
Yeah.
She can attest. It's like the little boys lose their minds, and like it's difficult to get them to do what you want, but it's not hard to get them to be maniacs in front of people. So yeah, with adults, it's like it's hard to get them out of their heads more. Like you can, kids will chase the weirdest plot line and just start making noises, and they will, it won't make any sense, but they will dive in wholeheartedly. Yeah. And adults will, when they don't have like the comfort to make a wrong choice, they sit there and like studiously make the wrong choice as they try and have a good idea. So yeah, breaking people out of like that, just sort of that built-in sense of like, don't say anything stupid that we all have, that takes a lot more work. And like building the comfort that is needed for an adult. Like it's funny, I did improv all through college, and like I was a founding member of a troupe sophomore year, and by my senior year we were performing in like the sold out coffee house, and I had that same hooligan like celebrity feeling for a minute, and then I left there and joined another troupe with a bunch of guys I knew, but my confidence tanked because I didn't like feel as I wasn't feeling myself with those guys. And my improv got real bad as I was like trying really hard to be funny, and so it's like that's really my course has been like, stop trying, you'll either be funny or not, but like don't panic about it. So yeah, I've had the experience of being an adult trying to perform and like feeling like I'm hitting a wall.
Yeah. I've always wanted to. I've never done any acting or improv or stand up or anything funny. Besides this podcast. But I always wanted to do American Idiot.
Oh, the show.
The show.
Oh.
I thought that would be so fucking cool and fun. So put a bee in your bonnet.
To put up American Idiot here
Yeah,
at UBT.
dude.
I mean,
But
they
I
did
think
it.
at this point, I would have to be like the old dad that tells him no or something.
I mean, but
I couldn't be the lead in it anymore.
way more fun is we do like an aged up version where you do get to be the lead.
Oh, right,
And
dude.
it's like
Yeah.
geriatric American Idiot. Yeah. Put our own little spin on it.
Or we'll just wait for Green Day to write their next rock opera, like post COVID and 2020 and all
right.
this stuff, and then we'll do that one.
It could be on the way, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Did
But
you
anyways,
see it?
that's the only one I've. I went actually to the college did it,
Yeah.
and which I'm upset about because I had no idea until it was like out, and then I'm like, oh, I go see this. So I saw it there, and then I saw like the little online videos of it and stuff when Billy Joe was doing it, and then later when Davey Havoc from AFI took over from Billy Joe and did
that's right.
the second half of the run or whatever it was. But no, I'd love to see like the actual Broadway.
Yeah,
of it.
I went and saw it at the college. It's cool. It's a cool show.
Yeah.
It's a like an undertaking. It's like a
Oh, yeah.
production, which
Yeah.
the college is better. I was watching a show there recently, like after taking over at UPT, and just like sitting there being all jealous. Like, must be nice to have all that wing space, college. Just like
Yeah,
so
must-
bitter about like the things they can do,
Must
but
be nice to have all the lights and the props
Yeah.
and the sound and the
cool equipment. Ugh. But the college, the people, Steve Decker and Dave Wolf and Lucas Fairberger. Did you know Lucas when he used to come up for summer camps? It's Laurel's nephew. He's the new artistic director out there.
Doesn't Laurel have like 50 nephews?
Probably. It's a huge family. And like they're, yeah.
No, I don't think I know him.
Yeah, he used
Is he
to come
our
up
age?
for he used to come up for summer camps. So like we became friends way
cool.
back in the 90s, and then like
What was that like, man?
Oh, dude, the 90s.
The 90s,
Theater in the
bro.
90s. It was crazy.
In the 90s.
We all wore black turtlenecks
And smoked cigarettes.
And we smoked
Read
we
poetry.
smoked- I
in
would
between
go
scenes.
roll dry leaves in a green leaf and try and light it on fire. And for some reason, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then we logged on to MySpace. Oh, wait, that wasn't 90s, was it?
Yeah, slow down. That was 2003.
Hey, I heard, speaking of being really old, MTV is no more.
It's no more?
Yeah, like
Where did it go?
it
How did they not?
ended.
That's crazy.
Am I right, Dongle? Will you check that out?
And at the same time, confirm if MTV is gone, but VH1 is still around. That'll blow my mind.
I guarantee VH1 is still around.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
MTV shut down, right? Is that what that
Carson-
says?
but
Shut down
Carson
entirely.
Daily lives on.
December 2025. Oh, today.
R.I.P. Oh,
Yeah.
whoa. That's wild.
I know. 5? Was it formed in 85? 85 to...
I feel like a music, if they had just like transitioned to online harder, it would have been fine.
Well, my biggest claim to fame is having a music video on MTV.com.
That's a huge claim to fame.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
I know.
But also you're part of what killed MTV apparently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made it on there, and then 2 years later, I'm telling somebody like, "Hey, I was on MTV.com," and they're like, "What's that?"
Don't know what that is.
It's
Oh,
MTV.com.
that's
Yeah,
wild.
their music channels after 40 years.
Wow. What a staple.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is that MTV changed the game in so many ways because it put a face to music. It put faces to music. Where before you would listen to it on the radio, like you never saw the musicians unless you actually went to the show, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, magazines and maybe things like that here or there, but you never saw them interacting with people, like getting interviewed, like doing their crazy music videos. Like,
Yeah. And it's still like MTV might be dead, but like now all of, the most popular artists are launching themselves on Instagram,
Totally, on
TikTok.
social,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like,
but it
Do you know-
changed that at least it for me in kind of a bad way in terms of like, oh, now I have to look and talk and be a certain character instead of just like here's the music. It made that connection.
Yeah.
You know, to the person behind the music.
Yeah.
Which is like.
Yeah. I mean, and being able to present like the visual that people would get at a show that they would never think to go to until they see the music video. For
Totally.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I wasn't even in the music video that was on MTV.com.
Okay.
It was a top shelf like music video.
All right.
But Shiloh Fernandez did it.
Oh.
So he actually like, you know, wrote, produced, directed, starred in whatever the music video.
Okay,
but
so
it didn't have the band in it.
Top shelf song using Shiloh as the visual.
Yes.
Still works for me.
It worked well.
That's great. That's great.
It got on MTV. So.
That's a great connection to take advantage of, for sure. Yeah. Totally. No, I feel like you played that exactly how you should have.
Totally. Well, he asked us, he was like, hey, I've been wanting to do a music video. And we were like, we've been wanting you to do our music video. And he was like, yeah, I would love to like play with it, have some ideas and blah. And we were just like, here's the song, go. And it was really cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, he did a dope
Did you see the Donald Glover song that was Casey Fry?
Yes.
You know, turned into a music video, the psilocybin one?
Yes.
It was filmed up here.
Very strange.
So weird.
Very, very strange.
So cool to watch though. Like such a like it that video knew what its brand was.
Yeah, totally, dude. Totally. And wasn't it like a it was the same thing, right? Like he kind of took the idea. This is it right here.
Yeah.
And Casey did all the filming and did everything for it, right?
So from what I understand, which is not a lot, Donald Glover like reached out to different online people to make the music videos for his album.
Smart.
Gave this one to Casey, and India, who makes an appearance in like mushroom attire, and Chuck Mordock, who I was talking about, my improv buddy. He's on the bench holding the dog and like sings a note. But yeah, they just made this gnarly, weird ass video.
Weird.
It's
look at the guy. What? It gets weirder, dude.
Casey's
it gets weirder as it goes on, and it's just so cool.
Yeah, that guy cracks me up. He's great.
He's got the Mendo hat on even. That's
it's
rad.
so perfect. Yeah. Now I feel
job,
like the rest of this
Casey.
podcast is just you and me watching videos in silence.
Yeah, that's what it is, dude. I don't think we can play the music, but you know.
No, we'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
It's
this is super cool. I loved the one where he did with the like pss, pss, psh, psh,
oh, yeah.
whatever that one.
Yeah.
I found that one cool.
That one was like an original, I think. Like his whole thing. Yeah. No, it's another him and do you know Ethan Gander? He's a local musician who I think like Instagram.
Gander.
Ethan Gander, local boy who's like pretty.
Does he have a brother or something?
I don't know.
Gander.
Maybe.
Anyways,
but he's got like he's awesome. He helps out at the theater. He's like the most humble, famous on the side kind of dude because he goes off and tours and stuff. I love his music, but he just like comes and like helps out with sound stuff.
Yeah. I know him from Canova Records when that used to be a thing when it was years ago when he was a little younger. Okay.
Yeah, so it's another guy like Casey, just like local dudes who
does he do
made
music?
good on the internet. Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a super talented musician.
Awesome, dude.
And it's like MTV's gone, but they took advantage of the socials and made far-reaching careers, which is rad.
Super rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ethan Gander. I remember him playing backup piano a bunch for a bunch of different people that would go through Canova Records, and
he's super talented and just cool. Like a super good dude. Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. Wait, does he do stuff with you? Were you saying?
He's come by and just like helped out at the theater.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, cool. He's good friends with people who were directing shows there, and so he just like helped out with sound stuff.
Nice.
And he performed last year. We did a Christmas show, and he like performed with a musical group, and then he just like we needed somebody to hop up and like run the timer for an improv game, and he did that. And he's just
nice.
Like it's awesome.
Just helps out.
Yeah, just down to
participates. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. So what is UPT? What do we have in store for next year? Do we have the lineup yet of?
So our seasons run September to end of August. So we're one show into.
That's very weird. Why does that happen?
Great question. Next question, please.
What is on the lineup for this year?
So we just did our super weird artsy show called, it's known as Gaustad. The full title is, let's see if I can get it, The Persecution and Assassination of Jean-Paul Marat as performed by the inmates of the Charenton Asylum under the direction of the Marquis de Sade. So it's a play about the Marquis de Sade directing a bunch of insane people acting out a play about the assassination of this French revolutionary. So you'll be surprised to hear that we didn't sell out all of
Wait. No?
Nope. Didn't bring in huge crowds.
But did you have fun?
Yes, totally had fun. It was, as the director, Randy Moore, described it, it's like a feather in the cap show. I had seen a bunch of my friends put it up in LA.
What does that mean?
Just like, I don't know why. It's a
Feather in the cap
this
show?
up. Yeah, you put a feather in your cap, like when you've earned it. I don't know. Probably it's Robin Hood. I'm not sure, man. It's like earning your badge
your keep?
or earning your feather in your cap. Like I did this. I'm so grateful for the internet. Let me know what you
Okay.
find out. An achievement or honor you can be
Achievement
proud
or
of.
honor that you can be proud of. Okay.
And I'm going to attribute it to Robin Hood because that's all I can think of. But it's an undertaking. You got to get a bunch of people to just like play insane folks the whole time.
Yeah.
And then there are a few people who have to like read books worth of dialogue. Like there's a ton of talking, and it's like just talking about the political strife of the French Revolution. So it's real interesting, and the parallels when society is in turmoil. It's all super heady and important. So like an important piece of capital A art. And my dad came out at intermission, and he's like, I need a cookie and a beer. And then the second act was super short, and I saw him standing up to give an ovation at the end because that beer had just hit. So anyway, we did that show, and very proud of everybody who put it on. But it was a heavy lift, and
It was for a specific.
it was a 3-week run. It was like our it was one of our main stage shows.
Cool.
So that was back in October. We did right in between. Part of choosing to do it was we like gussied up the theater to look like an asylum, and we put up a haunted house for 2 nights, which was dope. We had.
for Halloween or just like.
The 2 days before Halloween. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
it was in September. It was.
Why doesn't that happen more often?
Honestly,
I want a haunted house in July.
I think I'm gonna start doing a spooky summer, except for the heat, because like people loved it. People showed up, and like the turnout was good. Making a theater seem haunted is not very hard.
Yeah.
So like we just had to like get people in makeup, and the actors love it because they just wait for people to round corners and then scream at them.
Yes.
And, like, it was great.
Hey, next time, give me a ring.
I will, dude.
I'll be a screaming monster.
Yeah,
No problem.
It was
dude.
it was so fun. I will pop by the theater. I'll give you a walkthrough and show you where we haunted everybody. So, anyways, that stuff that's happened. We've got in February a show called Ticking Clock Project is going to open, and that's by Jody Gurman, who's local playwright, writing teacher at the college. And they did it like a decade ago at Mendo. Rose Bell directed it, and she's coming back to direct it. And Dave Wolf did the set design. He's going to do our set, and it's about like women, really, the choice to become or to not become a mother is sort of like the through line. But it's about all sorts of different stuff, and it's awesome because the cast is like 25. Women of all ages, and so it's like a lot of people who have maybe never been all women cast,
Cool.
all female team. Aside from a couple of designers.
Do you need a 9-year-old?
It's already cast,
Oh,
and
damn
I
it.
don't think we went that young. But it's like it's a bunch of people who maybe have never been on stage there before.
Nice.
And Dave is going to build like a epic big old set for it. So I'm excited about that, and then I'm super excited for pulling Paulette Arnold out of retirement to do Secret Garden in the spring.
Nice.
That one auditions on January 3rd. And so it's the musical version. It's like a short one. So there's still an intermission, but it like runs an hour and a half. And,
Cool.
and I loved that musical. That was actually, I saw that on Broadway when I was like 8 or something.
Really?
Yeah, the first Broadway show I ever saw.
Nice.
So I'm excited because I feel like Paulette just sort of, she retired during COVID and like just kind of ducked out under cover of night, and she's too important for this community. So I'm forcing her and just getting her all the support that she needs to put a play up at UPT.
Yeah.
I'm
And
pumped
Paulette
for it.
Arnold is the co-founder of Space.
Yes, exactly. She's like,
So how
she's
do
meant a
you-
lot to a lot of people.
Yeah, she's awesome. How do you go about choosing what plays you're going to put forward? That's always been a question of mine.
It is, and I'm like finding it out. This is the first, so this is my second season, but the first season where I got to choose the shows. And so part of it is finding out who wants to direct, and it's, it's like, it comes down to luck in a lot of ways, like who I'm talking to at the grocery store when I'm like, ooh, I need something for the spring, and making it work. And
So it's finding the directors first.
it's finding the directors and the show they want to direct, or in some cases, finding a show or at least a type of show. Like in the spring, Secret Garden, we do a big family show. That's sort of our like
Gotcha.
bring in, put butts in seats show. So finding out who wants to do what, if somebody's super passionate about a show.
Do you have like kind of like a outline of genres that you want to hit in
Not
each
totally.
year?
I mean,
Or,
like,
you want to do a family show.
No, we want to do a family show. No, we want to do a musical. Lots of times it's just one musical, but there's a chance we're doing 3 next season, because the hardest part of doing a musical is getting the actors for it, music director, people to play the instruments.
It's like it's more moving parts.
More moving parts, more people dedicating more time. But if I can wrangle different music directors to be in charge of that component, then like we spend a little more money, but we usually make a little more money, and people love musicals. So trying to see what happens if we do that.
Cool.
But getting people who are passionate about something, so they know they're going to do the work. It would be crazy to saddle somebody with a play that they didn't really want to do, because like it's a battle. Every single show that has gone up since I've arrived at UAPT, like 2 weeks before, it's like, well, this isn't going to work. Everybody quit. Let's go. Don't know why. There's a great quote. I think it's from Shakespeare in Love, but it's just something about how like theater is an impossible lift destined to fail, and yet somehow it works.
Yeah.
And that's not at all what the words are, but it's something like that.
It seems like a big undertaking each time.
Yeah.
You said for the play in the spring, the auditions are in February?
January 3rd.
January.
First Saturday in January. The other show opens in February.
So from auditions to the opening night is what? A few months? 4 months?
Yeah, for this one, we open April 17th, so
And I'm
3.5
assuming
months.
like you start rehearsals like how far out?
It depends on the show, the director. If it's a musical, you have to start earlier. If it's not, you kind of like cram it in when you can. Because that's the other thing is like we could do a bunch of musicals, but those all require more rehearsal time. And we've only got one theater.
Yeah.
And I don't like going dark on the weekends. Like it stresses me out. It makes me think that we're going broke.
Yeah.
So we have to manage that time, and I'm forcing directors to be okay with like me shoving another show in, and people get a little frustrated, but I'm like, sorry, I'm making opportunities, and I
we're keeping the lights
apologize. Yeah. So I'm learning that balance and like, overstepping at times. We did 3 different shows in September and almost killed a lot of people, but it was like Patreon Appreciation Month. We got to give it to the people.
Yeah. Everybody that I've ever talked to that's been in a play has been like, oh yeah, it's crazy amount of work.
Everybody's performing and they're like, this is the last show I'll ever do. And then the show closes and everybody's clapping for them. And then they're like, I need to do another show.
When is the next
Yeah,
show?
exactly. But like, yeah, Secret Garden will start rehearsing in February because the show Ticking Clock will be rehearsing before that. And as soon as it opens, then we can get people into the space. And so they can like have off-site rehearsals and be reading the script, memorizing their lines. But as far as like getting on stage and building the next set,
Yeah.
and it's just all volunteer hours, which is the beauty of community theater, where you get people who are passionate about it and you give them a thing to be passionate about, but also
seems like it would take a big team of volunteers so that people didn't get burnt out.
Yeah.
Like, it's a rotating team, right? Like, because like you don't want one dude that's always volunteering to build all your sets, right? Like, it's got to be a rotating thing.
And that's the thing that we're sort of rebuilding since we stepped in, because there was kind of an exodus and finding new people and holding on to the people who had been there, who were getting burnt out, and just understanding that like you got to be able to rely on people, but the expectation needs to be fair. And it's hard. It's like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And, you know, there's 3 of us that are on payroll and nobody's making much money doing it. But like, I'm trying as best I can to like spread the wealth, show appreciation for the people putting in time, and also acknowledging that it's never going to be like, here's a bunch of money for your efforts. It's like, thank you so much. Hopefully you don't need workman's comp.
Your name's in the credits here on the...
Yeah, exactly. You're in the digital program. But I mean, that's the other cool, like, thinking about all the theaters in this county that are going on 50 years. Been doing it this way for 50 years, and like
50 years worth of volunteers, right?
Yeah, there's tweaks in the model that need to be made to like, you know, revitalize and bring in young volunteers, but like the model is create art for the people and entertain, and like you know, you and I have like felt that passion of performing and how cool it is, and how you don't need to do it for money, and getting that into other people's blood so that the tradition continues.
Yep. Yeah, we're finding that with Sundays in the Park. I mean, it's a sponsored event, right? Like, so it's a free summer concert series because of the sponsors. Yeah. So we raise money through sponsorships to be able to hire the bands to perform on the stage. Mm-hmm. That's all the money goes towards, right? Like the production costs of the show. Yeah. Yeah. And we're finding the same thing. Like, we have to rotate sponsors because we can't continue to be like, hey, especially in this economy and the way things are right now, it's just like people just don't have the money to give. And so, like, you know, we're constantly creating different ideas on how we raise money to continue providing free concerts.
And like that, imagine if Sunday in the Park was gone, people would be up in arms. But like, the lift you do to put that up for everybody every summer is Herculean. Like, it is. But it's, somebody told me that like theaters should plan on like 35% of the revenue being ticket sales, and so that means 65 is begging. And we have a tremendous number of people who pitch in, like, whether it's just cutting a check once a year or giving us a monthly contribution or giving us their time, but like, it's always a scramble. And so that's why, like, you know, doing improv as team building, finding other ways to like make a little money, give a service so that people can put a little more in the coffers. But it's like never ending. There's never any time where it's like, we're comfortable.
And you've been there for a year and a half?
Yeah. Year and a show, essentially.
Year and a show? Uh-huh. Yeah. But you enjoy it.
I love it. Dude, I love it. For the first year, everybody would ask how it was going, and I said it's the right type of overwhelming. Yeah. Because I'm like stressed out all the time because there's never not stuff to do, and like I didn't get into this job because of my administrative skills and my organization. So I'm learning a lot and apologizing a lot. But figuring that stuff out, and I really do love that, like, because I'll go out and ask for money shamelessly because, like, my product is great. Yeah. It's like a proper institution in Ukiah. Yeah. And so that's easy for me. And then, like, I love that some days I just got to go in and paint a wall. Like, that's awesome. Yes. I get to go be a painter for a day. Like, I don't have to sit at my computer. Yeah. Super fun. And then, you know, I get to do improv and make promotional videos. So I get to film sketches and stuff with my friends. And those are important. Yeah. Because it helps get people to see that we're putting on a show. Yeah. It's rad.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. It doesn't seem like work when it's something that you're super passionate about, right?
Yeah, whatever that dumb cliche is. If
Right.
you love what you do and you'll never
Just
work it
working
in, which is
days in your life.
bullshit because I work all the time. But I do love what I'm doing.
And then you're still teaching a little bit at Space.
Yeah, yeah.
That was my daughter's favorite class she's taken at Space, by the
Oh,
way.
really?
She loved it, dude.
I'm so happy to hear that. It's
Yeah.
so fun. It really is. Like, and the process is start improvising when they're like 9 or 10 and they're not good at improv, but they're given a platform to just like yell and wiggle.
Yeah.
And then once they turn into teens, like, oh my God, we play line games at the end of every class, which is just like essentially making a joke that's a pun. And there's a lot of different versions, but the teen students, they did it. They invented it. This game called Pickup Line, where we get a suggestion. So it's like cup of water, and the joke format is, "Hey girl, are you a cup of water?" Because
I saw that one at couple.
where we did a show,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
like the innuendo that these teens are delivering is dynamite. And,
bet.
you know, but it's like it's a very safe room for them to make jokes,
Yeah.
make an inappropriate joke, get walked back by their peers if they need to. Like
Yeah.
they're all very open about it, and they're just funny. Yeah, it's fun. It's
awesome.
a blast.
So you do that? You offer a couple classes there?
Yeah,
Or what do you-
I'm just doing the teen troops. Chuck teaches beginning improv for the younger group, so I teach like 12 and up. And I've
Okay,
got
cool.
intermediate 2, and then the advanced troop known as the Hanging Chads.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Hanging Chads.
The Hanging Chads, named ironically by a like 14-year-old back in 2017. And at this point, I don't even think it's a reference to 2000 anymore. It's like it's a joke about Chads, which are a type of person, and then like
Yeah.
nobody knows. It's fine.
Who
Whatever.
knows? It's a good
Whatever.
name.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
just roll with it.
Been around long enough that nobody questions it. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
So Joseph, can you pull up the thing I sent you on on our Instagram page? I wanted to ask you about this trailer, Evan. There was a trailer that just came out.
What are you even talking about?
What your crypto portfolio? That's not what I asked for, JJ.
You sent it to the Like It or Not?
Yeah. Nope. Not Eddie Murphy.
But maybe.
Yeah.
You don't know.
This one.
Oh.
Right here. Will you give
yeah.
some sound on this one?
Yeah.
I'm looking for someone. The Silver Lady.
The Silver Lady's real. Why haven't we seen her wishes, huh? Surely someone else has found her by now.
Why is it so easy for you to believe in the evils of this world, but not the good, not the light?
Because I've seen them. Time and time again. I've seen them with my own eyes. What's the girl done?
That's between her and the Lord. I need to find her. I told you I need to find her.
Okay, Evan. What is the Silver Lady, bro?
I look pretty cool in that.
You look really cool in that, dude. You're swinging a sword,
I'm
bro.
swinging a sword. Oh, it's totally a fake sword, which is why I could swing it and have the shoulder strength for a
Don't-
real
hey,
one.
psst.
Yep. You're right.
It's a real sword, bro, and it weighed 1,000 pounds.
Made of
Is what you
strong metal, forged in the earth.
That's what you meant?
That is what I meant. So the Silver Lady. Oh man.
So that's a trailer for the Silver
That's
Lady.
a trailer for the short film The Silver Lady, which premiered. It screened at UPT in August of 24.
Okay. Wait, this is not new?
Sure. Every film is old while also being new. Like
Okay.
it had a screening and then they submitted
was
it to
recently
festival.
posted,
This
right?
is very recent. Yes.
Okay.
The trailer. You are not finding dated videos online.
I have. Actually, we're going to watch that one in a second.
Oh, good. Hell yeah. No, this is so the movie we filmed in June of 23, probably.
Okay.
Lux and Dmitry Karpov-Kinraid are two fantasy romance novelists who live in town that I started writing with, and we've written a handful of books together. And then they are kind of transitioning into filmmaking, and we made a short film forever ago. And then they wrote this script because they wanted to make like an actual fantasy movie, and kickstarted it, and we filmed it. And then fast forward to, I had a screening at UPT, and I was like, if you can get it edited, we'll put it up. So they did an edit for it, and now they submitted it to a bunch of film festivals, and it got into the film festival in Idlewild. And so that's why they've released this new trailer. They're kind of kickstarting an effort to get down to that film festival.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, so the Silver Lady is like, it's your classic like woodsman meets a girl on the run and helps her stay alive, and she's on a quest to find this mythical lady that he doesn't believe in.
You're the woodsman.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm the woodsman. Yeah, dude, did you see those furs I was wearing?
You were born for this role, bro.
It's so funny. It's so funny because Lux and Dimitri are like, they write in a very different genre than I normally exist in. They like, drama, fantasy, stuff like that. And so they cast me as like
Very serious woodsman.
the sword-wielding Scotsman. And like,
You're all dudes.
yeah, I'll tell you what.
You've seen my improv, right?
I'll tell you what. Outtakes on that film were funny.
You're all, as long as I get the B-roll and the outtakes,
Yeah,
dude,
right.
you can have the rest.
Oh, dude, I don't want to waste our time on this podcast digging up. We shot it out at the Magruder's Ranch.
Okay.
We shot it. I also, like, as a father of 2 young kids, they're like, let's do it over like 6 days and we can get a bunch of different lights. And I was like, I'll give you 2. You can have 2 Saturdays. We start at 5, we end when we're done. And like, I almost killed everybody.
Dude.
But on one of the Saturdays, like, it's June and like the grass is tall and my allergies were going. And so we managed to like get the shots where at no point does my face ruin the movie. But I have a photo where like I don't know if I can send it. You can put it up as the photo for this podcast. My eyes like are almost swollen shut, and I'm just like out filming, and they're like, "We're trying to make a movie." I'm like, "Give me some ice packs. I'll put them on my eyes."
Because you only got one more Saturday. Young bucks.
Exactly. I really almost ruined everything. Anyway, yeah, so it was, it's like 18, 20 minutes long, short film.
Nice.
Stacey Sheldon was in it, did a little cameo.
Nice.
Miss Sheldon, and Lux and Dimitri's daughter, Kat, is the girl.
Now, this is your online daughter, right?
That's my internet daughter. That's
Your
correct.
internet daughter.
The internet thinks
Okay.
that she's my daughter from our sketch videos. So Lux and Dimitri, who made that, they also are the producers on The Dad Who Lives, which is our little
Okay, cool.
TikTok campaign.
Yes.
Where they're forced to do comedy because it was their idea. And I just improvised little skits. We
But
do that.
But isn't that The Dad Who Lives? Isn't that you?
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like film it, edit it, and put it up. But
Got it.
I'm just like the guy online.
Okay. I always thought that it was you with your iPhone, like at home doing.
Yeah,
these
that's
skits.
what people normally do. But I would never. It would never have worked if it was just me, because I don't. Yeah, like everybody else who's got some online campaign is doing it all on their own. But
Yeah.
we're splitting this 3 ways.
Okay, well, it looks like that, so that's really cool.
Yeah, it's shot all casually, and it like the whole purpose of that was to create some sort of like TikTok platform to try and sell pre-existing books, where it was going to be like this dad in a fantasy world who didn't have magical powers and make jokes about all of the classics.
Yeah.
And then like on day 3, one of the videos went viral, and everybody in the comments is like, "I need this book," and so the account took over. It didn't matter if we tried to pitch any other books. Nobody cared. But like we started making money on TikTok and on Patreon, and now we got a literary agent out of it. So we're working on the book for that.
Whoa,
And,
cool, dude.
Yeah. It's a weird little side hustle that if because this agent found us and she's like, I don't know, I think I could probably get a publishing deal, and be like, I would love to get paid
You're
to
all,
write a
"What?"
book as opposed to writing a book and then seeing if anybody wants
you
to buy
got-
it.
yeah.
It would be real cool to get that money up front. So
Yeah.
you go right ahead, ma'am.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. Isn't it always like the kind of weird side projects where you're like, whatever. Like, this is just like,
Always.
we're doing whatever. And then you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. It's like, it's the staying busy and not being like too attached to one thing.
Yeah.
Because you grip it too tightly and you break
Yeah.
it. And instead it's like, I'm real busy trying to direct Matilda Jr. at space. What's that? I have a viral TikTok account? All right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll work on that.
Yeah. Well, I don't have TikTok, but I have Instagram.
Yeah.
And you're on there.
We've been sort of chasing different platforms where it started. It exploded on TikTok. Algorithm changed. Everything nosedived. Then Instagram picked up. And that one is sort of like, if you lay the foundation, it treats you better. And what we've learned recently is like, everything automatically you post on Instagram and then it goes to Facebook. And so without ever curating that, like the Facebook page has tens of thousands of followers and has started
awesome.
generating a little income. So like, yeah, I go over once a week. We shoot like 4 or 5 videos and
Nice.
try and come up with clever ideas and on we go.
And the premise is that you're a dad in a young adult fantasy. World,
exactly.
right?
It was like YA, the dad who lived parodying the boy who lived from Harry Potter. And so the general, like the concept going into it was my daughter is like a Bella from Twilight character who's
Yeah.
dating a bunch of different paranormals. And so being the dad who
I
has
saw
to
the
deal
one
with
about monogamy.
right.
Daughters trying
Because-
you pull that up, JJ?
Yeah.
Oh man, and that's like a year and 5 months into it because we had created so many different storylines where she's just dating so many different types of people. And it was all like, we did this one-off making fun of like the house elf concept from Harry Potter, which turned into like creating this character named Woplop, who like we made a
Yes.
plushie for, who like became a pretty big deal. Like,
I love that name, dude.
thank you.
It's such a great, funny name. I
Yeah.
remember watching that one too. It was just hilarious watching you say Woplop.
oh yeah, no, you find a good word that sounds right and run with it. Yeah.
Is this your page?
That's the page. So yeah, and it started with the fantasy thing, and then the stuff changed. But then we had a video go viral this summer where it was like talking about my fake daughter getting fake dress coded, and opened up into like this these social concepts of like how girls are treated differently than boys, and becoming like owning the like standing up for his daughter and for like a societal shift kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy.
it's weird because now we've got all these people like we'll put out a video about like buying birth control and people will be like, where's Woplop? And it's like he's here. There's also Woplop videos, but nobody watches those. So like guys got to make a living.
So funny,
Yeah.
dude. And it's funny, like the ones where you're like, oh, this one's gonna go viral. Nothing.
Yeah.
And then the one where you're like, oh, let's just put this out for
Yeah,
content.
throw it out there.
And it's like, boom.
What's that? It's got 3 million views of me in a tube top. All right. Well, I guess that's my life now.
That's always been your life, bro. Come on.
Yeah, thank you.
There it is, right there.
I go. There I go.
Go to my daughter's school. I got to prove a point. What is the point? I'm sort of losing the thread myself. She got dress coded for showing her shoulders, and so I'm just gonna go kind of like throw it back at him a little bit. So I found a tube top. It doesn't fit. I know I don't look my best. I also feel like you shouldn't be commenting on how I look right now. But there's a real double standard. So I'm going to go over there and, I think they're probably going to kind of laugh it off. And I'm going to talk about how it's a lot less funny when the shoe's on the other foot. And this was sort of like I made it as an empty threat to the secretary when I called into the school. And so now I'm just like kind of putting my money where my mouth is. And I'm just going to waltz on into the principal's office. And I'm going to start a conversation. And there's going to be a lot of like you're just sort of like staring, and I don't feel like my words are getting through to you, and I feel like that's going to happen when I get there. And I, don't know,
I love
we
this
gotta-
because I
we
have
gotta
daughters
make
and
a
I'm
change,
just
so
like,
we wanna
money
see
where
if
your
we
mouth
can
is? Yeah, I'm going to show up in a tube top.
Yeah. Yeah,
Love
man.
it, dude.
No, it's fun. So Kat, my internet daughter, who, sorry everybody on the internet who is like totally sure she's my real daughter. She was my improv student for for years.
Yeah.
And so like that's why, and it sucks. She's in college now. When she comes back home, she's the daughter of the people who produce this. And
Okay.
so that's why it it all fits together.
Yeah.
For her to play my daughter because her parents are there, and I taught her improv for 9 years.
Perfect.
And so it's so fun when she's back because we just get to like riff, and she's wicked funny, and
that's awesome.
and yeah, we have a blast.
Yeah, she's great in the videos I saw her in.
Yeah. Yep.
Can you pull up that other thing, Joseph, that's on the notes?
This is exciting. I don't know what's coming my way.
I did my home. It's at the top, very top. Yeah, that one. This is you in your prime, dude.
Oh, my first ever stand-up set. Let's go.
This is your first ever?
100%.
No way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where was this?
At the Hollywood Improv.
Okay, let's see how good your jokes are. At the Improv, duh, it says.
Couple in the corner. Yes! They're probably gonna go home and have sex. What's it like? That's all right. You don't have to tell me. I'm gonna figure it out for myself. I'm a college graduate. I should be able to figure that out. I mean, I figured out that Prestige tequila and Raisin Bran don't sit well together. So.
How old were you?
23.
Really?
Just a baby.
Where I went wrong. What disaster took place between being a 9-year-old who had to decide between being a baseball player or a ninja, and now answering the door in my boxers because I had to decide between putting on pants or hiding the ball.
Evan, dude, this is awesome, bro. Aren't you glad that this exists online for everybody to watch?
100%. So there are 3 things that my students find of me on the internet. They find this, but they have to like work for it a little bit. So there's a few, and it's like, it's dicey when a teenager's like, hide the bong, eh? And it's like,
you're 23.
I'm 23. I'm not nervous about it. The other one that they have to do a real deep dive for that like is even more problematic is a college humor sketch called Half Boner Pill. Which is like,
I'm so disappointed I didn't find this before you came over.
you gotta work even harder for that. And I only play a small part in that, so I'm like, it's not my fault.
It wasn't my idea,
It was a
guys.
paycheck. I didn't write it. And then the other one that they always find is Evan Raps. So I did this show called Vicariously, my buddy Nick and I.
Yes, dude.
We did this 12-episode series, and we got like Chris Pine was on it, and Janine Garofalo, and it was awesome. And then they had us do like shoulder content on the Nick and Evan channel just to like try and like get all, whatever, and it never panned out. But one of the videos was Evan Raps, and it was just, I was like, Nick, I'm going to write a stupid rap, and you pretend that you find it on my computer, and you're exposing me to everybody. And so it was like just this talk about like the idea that catches on. It was a throwaway. It didn't matter for 7 years, and then I start teaching teenagers, and
all of a
there
sudden-
are hundreds of kids who have this memorized.
No way, dude.
Oh my God, yeah. They just start rapping it at me. There's nothing more like
so dope.
more embarrassing and prideful than walking into the little quad at Space and you see like 4 kids rapping this at each other.
Yes,
And it's
dude.
like, it's intentionally bad. And like, not that I could ever be intentionally good as a rapper, but like I acknowledge that. And so me writing this rap is like, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like the opening lyrics are, if you're not finding it, so what if I'm a white guy, a polite guy, work a 9 to 5 so I don't stay at late at night guy. Like it's like dumb.
Yes.
And
dude.
so the kids
Is this
love it.
right here.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. You gotta, Nick will talk for 10 seconds, then it's me.
I was poking around in Evan's computer, and I found something that I think everybody needs to see. So I'm going to show you a little treat.
So what if I'm a white guy, a polite guy, work a 9 to 5 so I don't stay out late at night guy? I respect women, keep in check with them. Don't get mad if it means I haven't slept with them. This is what I'm about. Y'all got no doubt that the guy who you see is not who I pretend to be. This is me, with my style for a little while, laying it out with a smile. Not trying to play the game, not trying to be the same. I just want you to remember my name. Evan.
It's so bad.
Yes,
it's
dude.
so bad, but like I committed to it, and it's just like the most delicious thing for a 12-year-old to find and be like, "That's my teacher."
So dope, dude.
Yeah, no, that is the one. That is the one they find with haste.
Is the Taco Bell commercial online anywhere?
Dude, it's somewhere. It can be found. I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember who dug it up. Some people found it. That was a cool. There was a moment I just started at UPT and somebody found it, and we were like, it was a text thread about something, and like we were all giving thumbs up, and the person was like, or as Evan would say, "Good to go," and found it and tagged that. And there was a girl, this woman on the thread who's like, "Wait, Evan's the Taco Bell guy? This is life changing." That was like an inside joke with my family. Like I'm having a moment here.
Oh my god, dude, that's so good.
Yeah, so it exists
Well,
somewhere.
I found the stand-up looking for the Polly Weinstein. Weinstein? Is
Probably
that-
wine style.
Wine style.
Yeah, it's a weirder name.
That was so weird and cool.
Yeah.
I remember watching all those at the time.
That was a blast. That was an idea that I had forever, where it was like I just want to like take my love of history and comedy and fart them together somehow.
So weird and
it's
cool.
so weird, and just like a blast. And like, you know, each episode has the 120 views or whatever. And like,
Yeah, dude, but it's
there's like
so
17 of them, and no one ever cared. And I was doing it with my buddy Nick, who was like on a TV show at the time, but he loved it and was just
It was
like,
so rad.
Oh yeah, we had a ball.
That's rad,
But
dude.
that's the whole thing. Is like, I can point to my 160,000 followers on TikTok doing this thing that I never expected to land, and that is no cooler or more fun than the super underwatched Pally Wine style that like I did with a buddy. Like they've all been different projects that I do mostly for fun, and then
Yeah.
if it turns into something that's more that like I can make a buck doing while also still having a good time, then hooray for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
I'm a big fan of yours, man, and I love how much laughter and comedy you have brought into the world in your 42,
Three. Appreciate it.
43. He's older than me, guys. In your 43 years of existence, man, because since I've known you, you've just been a fucking character, dude, and I appreciate that, especially in the world today. I think it's needed more than ever. That's why I hit you up and I was like, can you come on and we just talk about anything but politics?
Yeah.
Like, let's just fucking laugh, man. And
Yeah.
like, I appreciate how much of that you're putting out. I appreciate that that's your passion and that you followed through with it and that you are still living that dream and transforming other people and helping teens and people come out of their shell and find their passion, and just like, it's just so cool to watch, man.
Thanks, dude.
I love watching you.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. And
Not in a creepy way at all.
It's fine either way. No, I love being able to talk about whatever with you and Drew. Good, like, because I feel like you guys are people who are happy to like have a conversation when we disagree, and that's part of why we can get into it, because I think that's healthy too.
Yeah.
But like, it's really nice to just laugh, and that's like, it is. It's really cool to be in a spot where I feel like I can do that kind of as a way to sustain and support a career, but most of all, like it's so, I never knew how rewarding it would be to like help people find their funny in a way that's like a hobby for sure to start, but then just like, defining as you go on through life. If you can like feel good about your ability to like make somebody laugh, it's a game changer.
Totally. Yeah, dude. And thank you for the work that you're putting in at UPT. I know it was time to pass the torch, and you're stepping up. And I feel like the people who have returned to Ukiah, like you and I, it's our time to step up into these roles, into important positions that we really care about, because people are aging out.
Yeah.
And we are aging in.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we got to bring the other like 30 and 40 somethings that aren't sure. Everybody's focused on their profession for so long. It's like, all right, we got a community build. Everybody, all hands on deck.
Life is always busy and life is always hard. You and I both have kids and have to make money to support those kids and jobs and things like that. But it's like, we need to step into these roles and provide that stuff for our community because it was provided for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well said. Well said.
Good
buddy.
job, brother.
Thanks, dude.
You're doing so well.
Back at you.
Love you so much, man.
Yeah. Love you too, dude. Thanks for having me on. This was really fun.
Thanks
Appreciate
for coming
it.
on.
Thanks for showing all my videos. Sneak attack.
Hey, we didn't show all of them. We're saving
Credits.
some for the next episode, buddy.
Very
Hey,
good.
and best wishes to Drew out there. Take care, buddy, and we hope that you get well soon.
Yep.
So I'll see you next week, hopefully with Drew. And until then, take care of one another. See you on the next episode.
Woo.